WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. It is now time for the world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to the barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Hi, Wayne and surrounding counties. This is Sean O'Quinn with O'Quinn & Associates. The one constant in life is change. Throughout our lives, we will go down roads that we never imagined. I have decided that it is time for me to make a change. I have decided to start my own independent insurance agency. What does this mean for you? Better rates and multiple companies. Give us a call at our new number, 912-385-1000, or stop by and see us. We are still at 212 South 1st Street, and we look forward to serving you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. And Bob, how you doing this morning?
Doing good.
Doing good. Well, we've got a very special guest on the phone with us right now, and I'll let you go ahead and get into it, Bob.
Yeah, on the phone with us is Mr. Jason Hasty. He is with the University of Georgia Artifacts display at the public library. He's going to be here on Thursday from 11 to 3. And Mr. Hasty, appreciate you being here with us on the show. Tell us a little bit about what's going to take place here at the exhibit.
Sure thing. So basically what I do is I manage the archives of the UGA Athletic Association, which is the archives cover about 130 years of UGA sports history. And there are thousands and thousands of photographs, artifacts, uniforms, everything you can think of when it comes to Georgia sports. And, you know, all this is housed up here in Athens, but I know that not everybody can get up to Athens easily or regularly to see what we have. So this is a tour designed to bring selection artifacts from the UGA Athletic Association archives to public libraries around the state. We'll be in St. Mary's today from 2 to 7, and they'll be over with you guys in Jessup tomorrow from 11 to 3 at the public library. There'll be about 45, 50 artifacts.
And I know most of them are football related, but there's other sports represented as well. So what other sports are represented?
Absolutely. Most of what I'll be bringing is football related. I mean, we're all Georgia fans, so we all know what most Georgia fans want to look at for sure. But there are absolutely some other sports represented. We've got some women's basketball material, some baseball material, and we also have one case that'll just be about Coach Dooley and his life and career.
People have asked me to ask you, is the National Championship Trophy going to be part of the display?
No, sadly enough. The athletic department, they don't want to give that up to me just yet. I keep asking, but they don't want to give it to me.
You don't have their trust yet?
I don't know. Maybe I need to go in and take it while they're not looking.
Well, you know, this is the home of Lindsey Scott. Do you have anything with Lindsey in there?
You know, I was thinking about that, and actually I have the ball that he scored the winning touchdown against LSU with in '78. return to kickoff 90-odd yards to help seal the game. So we have that game ball.
Yeah, I was there for that night. That was a great night in Louisiana.
Yeah, anytime you can beat LSU, it's a good night.
All these artifacts are housed at the library in Athens. Is that correct? At the UGA Library?
Correct, yeah.
Where's that building located in Athens?
Sure, it's the Russell Special Collections building. It's a purpose-built archival building. So all this is housed here, and it's on campus. It's a relatively new building. We're about 10 years old. It's kind of behind near the new Terry College of Business campus and behind the Baptist Student Center.
Okay.
So just on Hull Street, right off Broad Street.
So old campus then?
Yeah, right on the edge of Old Campus.
Okay.
I'm curious, how did Jessup get selected? Did they contact you? Did you contact the library? How's this work?
Well, when I designed when I was setting up these tours, there are areas I really want to get into, and I'm trying to stay away from just going to Metro Atlanta. It's easy to say, well, let's just go to Metro Atlanta and do this. And I really want to get out and around the state. And when I was booking this tour in early 2020, I had been scheduled to come down to South Georgia, but we all know what happened in 2020, so that tour got canceled, and I wasn't able to do this last year. So this year, when I finally got the green light to get out in the community and do this again, I was looking at communities I wanted to go to, and I really wanted to get down to South Georgia. There's so many great Georgia fans down here, so many great Georgia athletes have come from South Georgia, like you just mentioned, Lindsey Scott, and many, many more. And so I reached out to Erica Rainey, who's the head of the Three Rivers Public Library System, and she helped us get into St. Mary's, and I said, well, I'd love to do another visit down there in that area. How about Jessup? And she said, come on, we'd be glad to have you. So
Any charge for this?
Something I singled out. Nope, it's totally free.
Totally free. Okay.
Totally free.
And if you're just joining us, Jason Hasty with the UGA Athletics Artifacts exhibit is on the phone with us, bringing this exhibit to Wayne County Library tomorrow from 11 to 3. So people just need to just show up. They can walk in and just sit there and look at the exhibit, take pictures if they want to. Is that how it's going to work?
Absolutely. It's pretty casual. It's not a formal tour or anything like that. There's not a speech I'm going to give, which is good for everyone. Nobody wants to hear me give a speech. But no, we'll just come in, look at what we have, stay as long as you like. If you want to take pictures, take pictures. We'll talk to you about whatever we have. If you want to ask questions, and hang out, tell stories, do that as well. So it's just a real friendly, very casual event.
And how many artifacts did you say there'll be on display tomorrow here in Jessup?
Around 45 artifacts, ranging from things that are over 100 years old to things that were actually used by players in the national championship game. So it covers a wide range of time.
I was curious, what's the oldest artifact you have? You said it goes back to the 20th century, so what's the oldest artifact people will see?
The oldest artifact people will see, there are two, really. There's a baseball jersey from right around World War I. So if you picture an old-fashioned wool baseball jersey, so we've got one of those, and they have a baseball scorebook from the 1914 baseball season. So those are probably the two oldest artifacts that will be on display.
Well, there's a lot of Georgia fans in this area, that's for sure, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people showing up tomorrow to look at the display. I appreciate you being here on the show to tell us about it. Again, look forward to meeting you tomorrow in person from 11 to 3 at the Wayne County Public Library. Again, for people may be tuned in late, once again what's going to take place tomorrow at the library.
Sure thing. From 11 to 3 tomorrow at the Wayne County Public Library, we'll have a display of artifacts from the UGA Athletic Association archives. It'll be about 45 artifacts. It's totally free to everyone. It's open to everyone in the community. You don't have to be a Georgia fan, but of course we would love for Georgia fans to come out. It's a very casual event. Come in, look what we have, talk about it, share your stories. I'm looking forward to meeting the community and talking to all of y'all down there.
The Archives Library there on campus at the University of Georgia, how big is that? What's the number? I don't know if you even know the number of display items and what people will experience when they go into that library if they happen to be up there on campus in Athens.
Oh, goodness. It's a huge, huge building. Well, if it gives you a sense of the scale of the building, the entire building is built on top of a 30,000 square foot climate controlled vault, which is where we house all of our artifacts. So that gives you, it's 3 stories tall. There's all sorts. If you go in the building, the second floor of the building is just museum galleries. So if you're on campus and want to see things, just come on in. It's, again, totally free to come in. There are museum galleries on the second floor, and if you want to look at the archives of the Athletic Association, those are totally open to the public. You don't have to be a UGA student or faculty to look at them. Anybody can come up and look at the archives of the Athletic Association.
Okay, well, good. Look forward to seeing that next time up there on campus.
One final
Please
question.
do. Please stop on by. You let me know, and I'm happy to show you around.
One final question. You're going to have stuff from the National Championship game, which was held this past January. Anything about the mailman, Stetson Bennett?
Well, you know, we've got one special artifact from the mailman. I'm really looking forward to showing it to you all down there.
And we'll keep that.
I don't want to give it away, but I did make sure we had a Stetson Bennett artifact.
There you go. Got to have something from the mailman because he delivers.
Absolutely.
Sounds great. But we do appreciate you being here. Like I said, I'm glad somebody reached out to me to tell me about this exhibit and giving your name. But again, Mr. Hasty, we appreciate you being here on the show. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow here in Jessup. Again, that's from 11 to 3. We've been promoting in our local newscast. So hopefully a good crowd will come by and check out the artifacts and have a great day tomorrow here in Wayne County.
Will do, guys. I really appreciate you having me on. Appreciate your time. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to getting down there and talking to you all and meeting the community down in Jessup.
Okay, sounds great.
Take care, Jason.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.
WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. And, of course, that was Jason Hasty there. Matter of fact, Bob, he was talking to us as they were riding down Highway 441 heading to St. Mary's for today. So he was in the vehicle there. I guess somebody else driving, I'm not sure, and heading down to St. Mary's for the day. And then they'll be in Jessup tomorrow with all of those artifacts from UGA Sports at the library here in Jessup, 11 to 3 tomorrow. Absolutely free, folks. We invite you to go on by and just see some of those items from, 100 years back and more, and all the way up to this past January.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Again, I appreciate a friend of mine in Athens found out about this and got me in touch with Jason Hasty, and we've been corresponding back and forth. Was able to line him up today, but looking forward to being there tomorrow from 11 to 3 to look at all the artifacts. Should be fun.
Ought to be great, man. Ought to be great. And I look forward to going to next time I'm on campus there at Athens, which has been a long time since I've been to Athens. I'm going to go into that big old archives library. It sounds like it's huge with all kinds of stuff. You can spend hours in there just oohing and ahhing and having some good memories.
Just amazing they got that. Plus they got the Butts Muir building with all the other stuff.
Yeah, Butts Muir's on the other side of campus, on the south side. You got the Vince Dooley building and all that.
There, so.
Yeah, all that right there on campus.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Yes, sir. I'm glad they're going to have something from Lindsay there, and they're going to have something for the mailman. Stetson Bennett's going to be part of this archive show tomorrow at the Wayne County Library from 11 to 3. Absolutely free. Just stop on by. Have yourself a good old time. I plan on doing that. Let's see here. One thing I want to... What did I do with this thing here? I'll find it in a second. Oh, yeah. Yesterday, we got a call from FCI here in Jessup, the federal prison, and they have a career fair today, Bob, a career fair today from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Today, from 12 noon to 4 p.m., a career fair at FCI Jessup, located at 2600 Highway 301 South, just about across from the country club there. And there will be signs when you drive in on where to go, where the career fair is going to be. So you're just not wandering around there. And they'll have signs that will go to it. They'll have folks there that will talk about careers at the federal prisons. And so career fair today from 12 noon to 4 at FCI Jessup, 2600 Highway 301 South. If you're interested, stop on by. You know that the job market is tight like that when you've got the federal jobs. They're having to have career fairs to be able to hire folks. We talked about this yesterday with Dr. Kelly and Dr. Burgess yesterday. They're still looking for bus drivers and a few other folks there for the Board of Education. They just got the teachers slots finally filled up. They've been looking for those. And you've got some restaurants here in town that are closed on Mondays now. Some of them got less hours. Some of them just have drive-through sometimes because they can't find enough employees to be able to handle the hours and the days and the number of customers. You've got businesses all the time with help wanted signs on it. We're running 2 ads for 2 different positions here at the radio station, and everybody's trying to find good qualified candidates to work jobs, Bob.
Unfortunately, no one wants to work.
I don't know how in the world they're paying the bills.
Must be nice.
Yeah, so I don't know how in the world they're paying. I think that some folks, from what I can see out there, have, back like in the olden days, or they've moved back in with family, or they're living with friends or something like that. One thing that I've seen since the COVID kicked in a couple of years ago was, they've had a big sale, a lot of extra sales in campers, especially trailer campers, all kinds of campers, motorhomes too, but trailer campers, okay? Anywhere, from the short, 15, 16 foot all the way up to the 30, 40 foot. And some of those I see, and I haven't seen these in, a couple of years ago, and as each month go by, it seems like I see more of these campers being put in the backyards of some homes. I mean, some really nice homes and other small homes. In the backyard there, on the side yard somewhere, you see a camper where a person's moved a camper on there and living in it on the land of either family or friend. And so I think a lot of folks have learned to economize and to save and to do that since COVID kicked in a little over 2 years ago.
The times have changed, I guess.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how long this keeps out. I know that in some, big cities, you hear, workers saying, we don't want to go back into the office, and they're trying to still continue to work remotely because so many people work on computers these days that they're able to do their jobs from, whatever office area they set up their home. And you got some workers who say, I just don't want to go back. And if they're skilled enough and the employer wants to keep them, they let them to do that. So it's just a little bit different right now. And COVID's kicking back in a little bit. I was getting my hair cut yesterday, and hairdressers seem to have their pulse on what's going on in the community for several different reasons. You always hear the truth when you're inside a place where you can get your hair cut. There's nothing but no rumors in there. It's all the truth. But this is the truth right here. Is a lot of the hairdressers here in town can tell when a sickness is kicking in, like COVID's kicking back in right now. But luckily, it's a mild strain of it right now compared to what we had last year. Because they start getting cancellations. They have appointments lined up, and people will, call in and cancel and say, hey, I can't make it. I was, tested positive for COVID. I got a week or so, and they'll reschedule. So I'm talking to my person who cuts my hair yesterday, and they've had several cancellations in the last couple of weeks because of folks contracting this, what seems to be a mild form of COVID that's spreading right now, and hopefully it'll pass through real quickly. But we're just getting different strains of it as time goes by, Last year in September, remember how bad it was last year in September when the hospital was packed with the rafters out there and with the Delta? But this seems to be a milder version of it. So, people still just need to be careful. And hopefully it'll just pass on through real quickly and we get back to normal life so we don't have to worry about it. Here I was this morning while the sports was going on, and I was out there wiping down door handles and stuff like that. Try to make the radio station as safe as I possibly can as we got folks coming in and out. All right, Bob, in your sports this morning, you had an interview there with Coach Shaw, who has been now selected as the starting quarterback for Wayne County High School.
He's going with the freshman, Jeb Craven. I said, very talented
freshman
quarterback. Yeah, Sealand's very talented kid. So I said he's going to run that widespread offense. Needs smart, intelligent quarterback, make good decisions, got a good arm, and this kid can play. So
Jeff Craven? Okay.
Excited. I said,
and he's moving one of the quarterbacks to receiver.
Right.
Yeah. Some speed and some agility out there.
He's a tall athlete. So
okay.
I said, three kids battled out ever since he got here, but that's one of the decisions coach has got to make. He's going to be the quarterback, starting quarterback. So he just thought it was good to name him a starter, get everybody ready for the upcoming scrimmage on Friday.
Don't see too many high school starting freshmen. That's he must have some talent there.
Very talented kid.
Very talented. So which school did he play for last year? Do you remember, Arthur Williams or Martha Puckett? He must have had a real good season, whoever it was. I mean, whatever school he went to.
He played JV last year.
Played JV last year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
he was the JV quarterback last year.
But that means he had to have been a freshman. If he played JV, he had to be at the high school, right?
He was in middle school.
He was a
JV quarterback.
Okay, he was a JV quarterback last year. Okay, so he did get some experience against guys that are older than him. Well, great. Glad that he's going to be starting quarterback. We'll say I'm happy they selected somebody because it's very important going into a season to have that one person the teams know is going to be the quarterback, and they can rally around him and he become the leader there on the field.
Excited for him. Just a good kid.
Yeah,
very talented athlete.
I know the other two will contribute tremendously. One's been moved to wide receiver. Is the other one just going to continue to be the backup just in case?
Yeah, he's the backup right now. Like I said, it's a long season. A lot can happen.
Yeah, well, what I mean is you said there were three going for it. One of them you talked about in the interview is now going to be a wide receiver, but there's the third one
is the backup quarterback.
He's going to be the backup quarterback. Right. Okay, all right. So you got a couple of guys that can back up just in case something happens. And we're looking forward to the Wayne County football season coming up. We do have a scrimmage when?
A week from Friday, August 5th.
August 5th, the first day of school for Wayne County. August 5th, there'll be a scrimmage against Glen Academy, and that's going to be held here.
At JC Stadium, 7:30. Admission, $10.
Okay, and then 2 weeks after that will be the first regular season game, correct?
The 19th.
So 3 weeks away from this Friday will be the first regular season game. And we are your voice for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets, have been ever since the late 60s. And we look forward to bringing you play-by-play action of Wayne County football here on Big Dog Country Radio. We really encourage you to get out there and support the Jackets and be there at the football games to support those Jackets, to cheer them on to victory, and to also enjoy the entertainment with the band. Sounds like there's going to be a great band show this year with the new band directors, and also the majorettes and the cheerleaders and everything that goes with Friday Night Lights.
It's here.
It is here. And, of course, college football will kick in. For most of the games will kick in, Labor Day weekend, that Saturday of Labor Day weekend. But you'll have a few games before that, always. You do. And Georgia's first game, is that in Atlanta? Is that correct?
It's in Atlanta against the Oregon Ducks.
Is that going to be Labor Day weekend?
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend on that Saturday
night at primetime TV.
Prime time there. Okay. And of course, we'll have the full menu of football for you again this year. Friday nights, of course, will be Wayne County football. Saturday, we'll have Georgia Southern when they start playing right here on 105.5 FM. The Georgia Southern Eagles looking for a good season this year. You just knew everything up there at Georgia Southern. That'll be right here on 105.5 FM on our sister station, WLOP 1370 AM. Georgia Tech football. As the Georgia Tech's getting ready, looking forward to their season this year. And then on Sundays on WIFO 105.5 FM, the Atlanta Falcons will be on Sunday afternoons. And then on our sister station, WLOP 1370 AM, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we'll have all 5 teams for you all season long right here on 105.5 FM, WIFO, and on our sister station, WLOP 1370 AM, the Buzz Fox Sports Radio. In addition to all that football, Bob, we got softball starting soon, right?
Yeah,
Wayne County Girls softball?
First softball game home is August 9th, Tuesday. We got that first game against Pierce County.
So. Okay. And the coach seems to be really excited about the girls this year and the talent that we have.
Mm-hmm. It's a good team. Could be a good year.
Yep. A lot of depth at pitching, which is very important in any games where there's a ball being thrown like that, but especially in girls softball. It's amazing how fast they can throw that big old ball underhanded like that. Have you ever stood up there and tried to hit one of them things? You ought to do that. You ought to get out there one time before the game, Bob, and let the pitcher there, starting pitcher, whatever game it is for Wayne County, get up there and throw you a ball like that where you're standing there and see what you can do about hitting it. I think that would be great entertainment.
I'll lay down a bunt.
Yeah, let's and the Coach Rocket, he ought to set that up for you. Yeah. You've done first pitches at Wayne County baseball games. I did many years ago, and this wouldn't be a first pitch. This would just be get out there and a little demonstration of Bob Morgan's softball hitting talent from a girl in high school. That'd be like me. I wouldn't want to be that embarrassed.
Doesn't sound like entertainment to me. So
it would be for us, Bob.
I think it'll pass.
It would be for everyone else. Yeah, the ball's in the glove of the catcher while your bat's just starting to swing. It just amazes me when you watch those girls and throw those balls like that. It's like, man, that ball is flying. Man.
Talented pitchers, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are. They are. So we're looking for the girls softball. We'll have the home games for you right here on 105.5 FM. Bob Morgan will have the play-by-play there. And then Friday night lights with Bob Morgan and Joe Garotti there at the games and coaches show and all that kind of good stuff coming up, man. It's hard to feel that, football's in the air when the temperatures is in the 90s. But that's just the way it starts off that way every single August. Starts off hot, ends up sometimes cool. Now, if you get deep enough in the playoffs, it gets cold. But by the end of the season, it's still not, I wouldn't say warm, but it's not cold.
Those first couple of games going to be rough.
Yeah, it always is. Yeah, always is. I still think, they moved the kickoffs years ago to 7:30. I still think it ought to be like when I was in high school and my boys were in high school. They graduated in 2000 and 2002. Kickoff was at 8 o'clock. And that's, you're only getting about sunset then, so it's starting to cool down. But they changed to 7:30 because it saves on electricity. Yeah, right. And saves on power, so they started at 7:30, just like they did graduation. They changed that to 7:30 many years ago. And my boys graduated in 2000 and 2002, just like when I graduated in 72, it was at 8 o'clock. If we went back to the 8 o'clock time period, it wouldn't be so bad that first, hour of the ball game. But looks like that's never going to change now. Like everybody's going to stay at 7:30, and that's not going to change. But I guess if it gets hot enough, they'll say, let's go to 8 o'clock so people are not dying out there under that sun for an hour before the first for the kickoff.
A lot of things need to be changed. Like I said, they need to flip seasons, but they won't do that either.
Well, they're not going to flip seasons, Bob. I mean, you can't change tradition. Fall football, spring baseball. Now, spring baseball starts in the winter, ends in the early. I'm talking about high school now. Starts in the winter, ends in May. It's pretty warm when the baseball season ends. Okay, starts cold but ends hot. Football season starts hot, ends cold. So you get all the weather during both seasons.
February is too early to start baseball. It's too cold in February.
Oh, so they start in the cold and end in the hot in baseball, and in football they start in the hot and end in the cool in football.
It's cool if you get to Thanksgiving weekend, but before that it's not cool.
Yeah, that's just cool. Yeah. Yep.
Went the whole season last year, never wore a jacket.
Yeah, last year. I mean, like I said, if you don't get in the playoffs, you usually don't get really cold temperatures. Now, if you get, if you get into the second week of the playoffs, you can start getting some cold temperatures in. But that most of the time before then, you don't. Usually, you don't. It's just cool, but it's not, it's not cold.
Hopefully, we'll get back to that this year. It'd be nice.
Oh yeah, it would be very nice to get back in them playoffs and make a run in there. And I know that Coach Shaw and the staff are, and the players are working hard right now, getting things prepared for the upcoming 2022 season. And, of course, you got a new coach this year for cross country. That's correct. Coach Brawhead decided to retire, and we got new coach this year for cross country, and they're working hard to get ready for the boys and girls teams. Is that correct?
I'm still looking for that schedule. I haven't seen that schedule yet.
All right, we're waiting for the cross country schedule. So, Coach McDonald, who's the coach of
I don't know who the cross-country coach is.
They mentioned it the other day when they're in here, and I can't remember who it was, but we've got a new cross-country coach this year, and wishing him the best as being the cross-country coach this year. And that's also a fall sport. And what other fall sports are there?
Volleyball.
Volleyball, that's right.
I haven't seen the volleyball schedule either, so hopefully Coach Hawk will get it to us. But still waiting on those schedules.
Yeah, waiting on the schedule for volleyball. Okay, so that's another fall sport. All right, looking forward to it all. A lot of new things this year. New football coach, new athletic director, new band directors, new coach for cross country. There's one thing consistent in life is change.
Yeah, new softball coach. So.
And new softball coach. Yep, new softball coach. So all of us new this year, Bob. All right, what's going on news-wise? Anything? I know that you said in the news you went to a meeting yesterday, the school board, new personnel.
Yes. Just a lot of personnel, new principal or assistant principal at Arthur Williams Middle School. That was interesting. There wasn't a unanimous vote on that decision. So
assistant principal at Arthur Williams.
All right.
Okay. So they knew was she local or from out of town?
No, she's from out of town.
Out of town?
Santana Attaway. I'm not sure where she's coming from.
Did they have any local candidates who wanted to be assistant principal at Arthur Williams?
I'm sure they did.
They passed on the local ones?
I said
maybe. I don't know.
One board member didn't vote in favor of the selection, so it was a long executive session. I didn't stay to the end, so
okay.
I just heard reports.
All right.
See how it plays out.
Yeah, well, school board always has important decisions to make, and majority rules. So the school board decides on who they think is going to be in the best position, and let's hope it works out for the good of the community, and especially for the good of the students there at the schools. And looks like they're going to be at James E. Bacon. They're going to be, at least from what they said yesterday, probably go through that first semester. Did they say 8 weeks, 9 weeks first semester before they're able to move into the new school?
Well, that's the question. They don't know when they're going to actually move into new
school.
Yeah,
you don't know.
So Chairman Nick Ellis asked the superintendent to have somebody from TQ Contractors and Buckley & Associates to be at the next school board meeting so they can try to line up what the timeline is, because they want to try to make a smooth transition once the school is completely built. So they don't know whether they should wait till after Christmas or wait till the first semester is over. So they don't have a timetable on that. No one has the answer on when it's going to be completed because of the supply chain.
Yeah. Well, if you look at it, you think that who knows when you're looking at it, because we don't know construction. But it looks like it may be after the holidays.
Jamie Ellis said it best. Like I said, they got doors, they got new door frames, they got windows and new windows. It's just a supply chain situation. They can't get what they need to be on hand to complete the building. So.
I know. You hear that on construction all over town. Waiting on this, waiting on that. So, yeah. Can't control that supply chain.
It'll be interesting from the contractor, and maybe they can give us a better idea of what the situation is.
Okay, and that's going to be at the next school board meeting?
That's what they requested yesterday. They
requested a couple of weeks from now?
I imagine it's probably first Tuesday of the month.
Oh, still just one meeting per month then?
But they meet twice a month.
So the first meeting of the month would be, the first week in August? Because yesterday's was just a work session.
Right. Yesterday was a special call meeting.
Right. So perhaps maybe next week then? Don't they meet the first week in the month?
They meet the first or something.
Okay.
They all run together.
They all run together.
No, the county meets Monday night.
Okay. All right, Bob, anything else in your mind this morning before we head on out of the Butch and Bob Show? That's it. All right, you have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM, Big Dog Country Radio, is brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Van's Barbecue, by Murphy Builder Supply, and by O'Quinn & Associates.